Hey there, I'm Romuald Fons, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to get people to click on your video and actually watch it. Because let's be honest, there's no point in making amazing content if nobody sees it. But before we dive into that, I'll show you the income I'm generating from my YouTube channel. I know you like seeing that. It adds credibility to what I'm teaching. In the previous video, I showed you what I was earning for $1,500 despite not posting anything for over 70 days. Well, now I've published a new video, the one just before this. And check it out. We went from $4,500 to $5,400, and I still haven't posted in about 70 days. Yeah, I've been a bit lazy lately. Oh, and I have to welcome 5,529 new subscribers to the channel. Thanks so much for being here. You're going to learn a ton. I won't ask you to subscribe because you already did. So bravo to you. Party popper. Now, if you're watching this and haven't subscribed yet, stick around because in this video, we're diving into the second pillar you need to know to get YouTube to recommend your videos, improving your CTR. That stands for click-through rate, which means the percentage of times people click on your video out of every time YouTube shows it. This metric appears on your creator dashboard as your click rate from impressions. If you got a 7% CTR, that means 7 people click on your video for every 100 times YouTube shows it. It's that simple. So if you check your stats and see a CTR of 10%, you'll know exactly how your thumbnail and title are performing. A 10% CTR means 1 in every 100 people clicks on your video when they see it. Why is that so important? Because it's one of the key factors YouTube uses to decide whether or not to recommend your video. I mean, what do you think YouTube will show more? A video nobody clicks on, or one that gets 10 clicks out of every 100 impressions? Exactly, the one with the higher CTR. So if you manage to improve your CTR and you already have solid retention, like I showed you in the first video of this course, remember that awesome trick about the cifras? Then you've got almost everything you need for YouTube to start recommending you. You'll just need the third pillar, which I'll cover in the next video. But for now, let's focus on the second one. How can we improve the CTR of our videos? Well, there are several variables you can tweak, though the two most important ones are the thumbnail and the title. Shocking, right? Yes, the thumbnail and the title are crucial for CTR. But hold on, because most YouTubers get this completely wrong. So I'm going to show you how to truly harness the power of these two elements. Each one has a specific purpose that it needs to fulfill in your video strategy. Let's start with the thumbnail. What's its role? Do you know? I'll tell you. It's to grab attention. It's not to explain what the video's about. And this is where so many YouTubers mess it up. They put everything in the thumbnail, just like in the title. I made $300 euros doing blah blah. Nope, you're getting it wrong. What your thumbnail has to do is stand out, grab attention. We live in a world where everyone is creating content. And I mean everyone, people, companies, influencers, brands, even your grandma. These days, everyone grabs their phone and starts creating. So you have to stand out. You have to stop the scroll because people are swiping with their thumb nonstop. That's why we talk about the concept of a thumb stopper. Thumb is English for that big finger we scroll with, and stopper, you guessed it, means something that makes you stop like a stop sign when you're driving. So what stops the thumb? Attention. If your thumbnail looks like all the others out there, sorry, it won't stop anything. People won't notice you. They'll notice the one that does stand out. And this super basic concept, Mr. Beast nails it. In fact, you might not have noticed, but you should, because this is next level marketing. I know you love this stuff. Mr. Beast changed the thumbnail on his laser video not once, not twice, but 4 times. That guy changed it again. This is the 4th version. This is the 4th version. He controls all this. He knows what works. There are interviews where he talks specifically about optimizing CTR. And guess what? He puts insane effort into thumbnails. Notice how the thumbnail doesn't explain the video. It just grabs your eye and it does it way better than the 3 earlier versions he tried. I can't show you those because I didn't save them, but I've got them here. The first one, he's laying down, hand out, surrounded by red laser beams. Let me look it up. Yep, found it. There's the one. He's lying down with lasers. The second one was the same pose, but with blue lasers. Then I saw a third version where he's facing the camera. He keeps tweaking until it works. That's mastery. Man, subscribe. You see another thumbnail, and just now I realized he's made another one. Check out how smart this is. The white space draws your eye straight to the face. That pained expression, the lasers, it grabs attention. It might seem simple, but if the creators with the highest views are doing it, it's incredibly important. CTR, click-through rate, is one of the main reasons YouTube recommends a video. Take it seriously. Don't clutter your thumbnail. Don't dump tons of text on it. Don't try to explain what the video's about there. Just grab attention. That's it. Second factor, the title. So what's the function of a title? We already know the thumbnail's job is to grab attention. But the title? Its job is to describe what the video's about while triggering an emotional response in the viewer. Why does this matter? First, you need to clearly explain what your video covers. If someone clicks expecting one thing and doesn't find it, they bounce. Retention tanks. And even with a great CTR, YouTube won't recommend your video again. So, the title needs to explain the topic clearly, but also spark emotion, whether that's fear, curiosity, surprise, or anything that makes someone want to click. The thumbnail gets people to notice you. The title makes them want to watch. How do you make that happen? There are tons of strategies, and I'm going to give you one of my favorites to help boost your CTR. Just like with thumbnails, there are multiple ways to improve how effectively your title hooks people. In this course, I'll explain things like why faces grab attention, why fingers and eyes guide the viewer's focus, because when you're pointing or looking at something, others naturally follow your gaze. Frames? They break the visual pattern, and breaking the pattern itself is a powerful way to stand out. Even something like a white background can do the trick. There are lots of techniques I'll teach you later, but not in this video, or we'd never finish. Now, when it comes to titles, similar principles apply. You can use strategies that creators like MrBeast rely on, selective use of all caps, exclamation marks, numbers, and other emotional triggers. You've probably seen these before without realizing they're designed to provoke a response. Let's take an old-school example. 7 things you didn't know, and number 7 will blow your mind. Boom! Curiosity activated. You think, what's number 7 that'll blow my mind? Or you generate intrigue with something like, how much money do I make on YouTube? With the Pescasio strategy. That's when we reach the peak of click-through wizardry. The strategy one call El Pescasio, inspired by Shingeki no Kyojin. Though yes, this time the opening and everything has to be right, or I'll get roasted in the comments again. So what is Pescasio? It's the best strategy to get your CTR to explode, or better yet, to foam up like a freshly poured beer. Yeah, I realized explode like foam doesn't really work, but you get the metaphor. The easiest way to understand this weird jargon is with a real-world example. Check out this thumbnail. It's a perfect showcase of everything we've talked about in this video. It grabs attention big time. It breaks the pattern. Surrounded by standard thumbnails about the same topic, this one pops. It doesn't explain anything. It just stands out. How? Bold contrast, red, white. A guy with a mohawk laughing and shouting, I'm rich. Red on white, white on red, topped off with green money. Visually chaotic, yet impossible to ignore. That thumbnail makes me curious. At the very least, I'll look at the title. And here's part 2 of the bait-click strategy. Once you've hooked their eye with the thumbnail, the title needs to complete the idea it started. So if the thumbnail says, I'm rich, the title should explain what that means. Example, how much I make on YouTube for 1 million views, the truth. Boom, curiosity reinforced. And again, notice the CTR tactics. Selective caps, how much I earn in YouTube by 1 million of views. Parentheses, subtle emphasis. The truth, cognitive bias toward credibility. But most importantly, you still haven't told them how much. You've just shown them you're making money. The thumbnail says, I'm rich, and the title hints it's YouTube money from 1 million views. But how much is that? So, what do they have to do to find out more? Click into the video. That's it. You've hooked them. You've got their attention, and now they have to watch to get the answer they're curious about. That's pescatio, my friend. And once they're inside, you activate the second power move, the see if you a technique I shared in the previous video, to keep retention high during the first 30 seconds and throughout the whole thing. If you do that, you've basically cracked the code for getting YouTube to recommend your content heavily and consistently. The kind of results I'm getting? Just look at these. I'm showing them because I know you love seeing this stuff. I've noticed I always get retention spikes when I do. And yes, I'll explain those spikes and how to use this kind of storytelling to gain more subscribers. But the truth is, to really achieve this, you'll need to understand the third pillar, the missing link that gets YouTube to push your videos and helps you earn revenue even if you're not publishing often. Now, in this little post-lesson time, we always share, you and me, chatting honestly. I've got two things for you. First, if you think you know what the third pillar is, drop it in a comment. I'm genuinely curious how many of you have figured it out. I don't think you have. I think you're imagining something else entirely. Second, and this really lights me up, in the previous video, there were tons of comments saying, Romu, let's do that live stream. You guys want to hang out for hours, chat, drink, hear stories, ask questions, share whatever. I'm down. That kind of energy makes me so happy because it means you're watching till the very end. And that's powerful, fam. So yeah, we're going to do an epic live stream. I don't know exactly when, probably after I release the third pillar. But stay tuned. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you in the next video.